Every time I break down a LeBron game, his fans jump in like, come on, man, this is a dude who dropped 51 in the finals and he's got 4 rings. It's just one bad game. And that's why I say it straight up. LeBron fans really don't watch the games. They don't actually see what he looks like on the floor. Look, I'll admit it. Every player has ups and downs. That's normal. But clearly LeBron doesn't fall into that category. So let's actually walk through this game. Defensive possession, LeBron's guarding the number 20. The guy catches the ball and LeBron doesn't even think about stepping up. He just stands there watching. Wide open look, splash, 3 points. Now offense. LeBron drives to the rim, goes up for a layup, and Towns sends it back. Clean swat. Next play. Inbound pass. LeBron turns it over. Towns jumps the lane, gets the steal, goes the other way. Easy dunk.
He averaged 3.1 last year, just 1.8 now.
Next possession, another turnover. Opponent steals it, walks in for a layup. 3 points.
We want Okogie attacking McGee. That's goaltending.
Then this one. Rondo throws a long pass. LeBron's got a one-on-one right under the basket, and he still doesn't finish. From a skill standpoint, this just isn't convincing at all. After that, another fast break chance. Same result. Missed layup. And immediately hands go up, complaining to the ref. But that's not even the worst part. The Timberwolves already pushed the ball, swing it, finish an entire offensive possession, and LeBron still hasn't gotten back on defense. Next possession, LeBron catches the baseline inbound right under the rim, goes up for the reverse, and Butler swats it clean. But LeBron stays right there, arms flailing, calling for goaltending. Slow-mo shows the truth. Clean block. No debate. And then comes the most ridiculous moment of the whole game. LeBron's facing Towns, a guy who is clearly slower than him. And somehow, he dribbles the ball off himself. And this is happening in a crucial moment of the game. So yeah, at the end of the night, LeBron puts up 29 points, team high scoring, but also team high 5 turnovers, a -6 plus minus, and the team still loses. That's the game people don't talk about.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, though, go over to my reaction page, the Nuclear Reactor, check out my sports reactions. Y'all will love it over there. Check out the playlist. But, the question I want to ask today is, was LeBron the savior of the Lakers? So we already know what's been going on with Jeannie Buss. I haven't reported on it. A lot of my favorite channels already reported on this. I'm never sure about whether these leak conversations are real or not. And then if you're talking about when Jeannie Buss comes out and rebuts them, what is she supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Even if she said this shit for real, she's not going to come out and be like, yeah, LeBron James, big ego. We already know LeBron got a big ego. And we already know the Lakers did him a solid by drafting his son. Y'all don't hear me say too much about his son on this channel. Let me just make it clear. I do not believe Bronny James is an NBA player. I believe he took somebody else's spot. The reason I don't say too much about it is because the young bull had a heart attack. And it's got to be hard to have a heart attack and probably not want to really pursue this. But your dad has been hyping you up and talking about how he wants to play with you for years. And your father's clearly a narcissist. So I don't know how much pressure the young bull is under. I just don't pile on. No, I do not believe he belongs in the NBA. And I don't even know how hard he really want to go because he literally almost died playing basketball. So that might have something to do with his intensity. I do not know that for sure, but that's a different story. The Lakers drafted him and gave him a guaranteed contract because of LeBron James. The question at hand is LeBron James the savior of the Lakers? My answer is hell no. LeBron James didn't save the Lakers. You might say that they had a championship, but you remember the Lakers was barely making the playoffs when LeBron was there. It wasn't until AD got there that the Lakers was able to get a championship, the bubble championship. And really, subsequently enough, even after that, the Lakers still wasn't that good. It was a few years where the Lakers wouldn't even have made the playoffs if it wasn't for the play-in. So LeBron James had a championship, which y'all always hear me say, good, he got a championship. I count it. I know a lot of people don't count it as a real chip, but it's a ring, whatever. But LeBron James' tenure with the Lakers has largely been a failure, and he damn sure was not a savior to the Los Angeles Lakers. I want y'all to listen to something that Nick Wright said, and I'll come back and tell y'all what I think. Check this out.
On Bronny with the 55th pick. Jeannie privately remarked that James should be grateful for such a gesture, but she felt he wasn't. That summer, as she discussed a new contract for James, Jeannie seemed more resigned to the fact that they'd have to do it, almost begrudgingly accepting they'd take a massive PR hit by not doing so. Okay. The reason that's the piece, and now this is me not reading the piece, just talking. The reason LeBron James considered himself a savior for a floundering franchise was simply because he was a savior for a floundering franchise. It's not complicated. It's not weird. It's not hard to fucking parse. The reason LeBron considered the Lakers a floundering franchise is because before he got there, they were a floundering franchise. And the reason he considered himself a savior was because within 2 years of getting there, they won the championship. The Los Angeles Lakers had never been bad. Back to Minneapolis, DeMonze, their second year in existence in the league, actually, no, pardon me, their first year in existence, when they went from the Detroit Gyms, who were bad, to the Minneapolis Lakers with George Mikan, they won the championship. They then won a bunch more championships in the 50s.
Yep.
Then, in the 60s, they went to the finals almost every year, lost to the Celtics a bunch. Then, in the 70s, they got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then in the 80s were the most successful team in the NBA. Then in the 90s, they had their one tiny downturn, which was a 33-win team that missed the playoffs. And shortly thereafter, they got Shaquille O'Neal and drafted Kobe Bryant or traded for him, and they were awesome again. The Los Angeles Lakers, I'm giving the full context here, prior to the 2010s, DeMonze, here is the full list of years they were not in the playoffs. Either Minneapolis or Los Angeles. 1958,
Okay.
1975 and 76. That's when they traded for Kareem. 1994 and 2005. That's the list. From the 50s until the 2010s. They had always been excellent.
Flourishing.
And then, in the 5 years before LeBron got there, they missed the playoffs 5 times and won the following number of games: 27, 21, 17, 26, 35.
Yeah, so y'all heard that. LeBron James did not save the Lakers franchise. When he first got there, he missed the playoffs. They won the championship the second year. That's when AD got there and they won the bubble ring. They was eliminated in the first round in 2021. That was also the year, I think, that they was in the play-in. They wouldn't have made it. Eliminated in the first round. Missed the playoffs in 2022. Swept in the Western Conference Finals in 2023. Eliminated in the first round 2024. Eliminated in the first round in 2025. Let me tell you something. LeBron James, the Lakers did a great job drafting all of these years. And LeBron James got a lot of good to great players traded. Remember, they had Ingram. They had Randall. They had what's my boy name that said he finally got a real championship with the OKC? Caruso. They had Kuzma. They had, I'm missing some players, but they had some players. They had ball players who are hooping now on the teams that they're on. So, no, LeBron James basically saw these young players, and LeBron James doesn't make his players, his teammates better. He leveraged those good to great young players to get already established all-stars on his team. That's all he does. The problem is the Lakers would be in a much better place had they not allowed LeBron James and Clutch to have so much power on the Lakers. And they've been making bad decisions with LeBron there the whole time, getting rid of these great players, drafting his son, who is not an NBA player, doing him a solid and giving him a guaranteed contract. Like, just bad decision after bad decision. Can you imagine what kind of team they would be had they kept a lot of these guys that were young that they drafted? I mean, Kyle Kuzma had to literally push LeBron to actually play defense. LeBron ball boys will never, ever admit that LeBron James is an overrated fraud, but he is. We can all see him. He did not save the Lakers franchise. If you want to give that title to anybody, it would be AD, not LeBron. Not LeBron. LeBron James will hang his hat, and rightfully so, on the championship that they got in 2020. It was a championship. But he wasn't the driving force for that championship. It was AD. AD was the best player on that team. And LeBron James just basically rode AD coattails. But if you let LeBron ball boys tell it, AD was the problem, Westbrook was the problem, everybody but LeBron, had nothing to do with the fact that LeBron barely plays defense or barely gets up the court on defense and sometimes on offense, that he stagnates the offense. We can all see LeBron, his high number of turnovers, how terrible LeBron is in the clutch. So, if Jeannie Buss said what she said, I can see it. I can see it. LeBron James does have an oversized ego. I mean, the guy has his own museum. He has a museum in Cleveland. Just is a LeBron James museum. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. That's insane. But the question that I was asking, other than this article that came out, or this reporting that came out, that Jeannie Buss said what she said, which again, I can see it, is LeBron James actually a savior to the Lakers? I do not believe he was a savior. I told y'all why. I think LeBron James is actually a hindrance to the Lakers, to sound crazy, because he had the championship. But that championship had more to do with AD than LeBron. I want to know what y'all think, though. Y'all let me know if y'all think LeBron James saved the Lakers, honestly. And even if we don't agree, look, I do my best to respond to every comment. And even if we disagree, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm going to respond, but if you start insulting me, I'm just going to insult you back. But just let me know. If you think he was the savior, tell me how. Like, what makes him the savior of the Lakers? And if y'all don't think he was, which I don't think, tell me why. Anyway, always remember, we are ring culture, because the whole point of the culture is to win rings. For the culture. I love y'all. Peace.